So for example, you'll see here my title is aligned in the center. You'll see here my rates of pay is aligned left. Now, instead of having to hit the space bar to center it, I can just very easily go over to here to all of my alignment options within the paragraph group. Now, you'll notice that this is currently aligned center. Well, how do I know that? Well, if I zoom in a little bit, you'll see that this has a little gray box around it telling me this, in fact, is aligned center. Now, if I click on rates of pay, this is aligned left. I click on this, this is also aligned left. But if I want to very easily make this in the center, all I have to do is click anywhere in the paragraph, and then I move my mouse over this, I get confirmation. This is center aligned. I click on that, and then beautiful, it's as easy as that. Okay, now let's go ahead and go a little bit deeper into this. Sometimes you might want to do something called justified. Now, if you move your mouse over it, it's going to tell you distribute your text evenly between the margins. Justified text gives your document clean, crisp edges so it looks more polished. Well, that's up to the eye of the beholder, but let's go ahead and just try this paragraph. And I want you to keep a close eye on the right-hand side as I click on justified. Now you can see, yes, in fact, it is a little bit cleaner on the outside. So that's totally up to you. Now, earlier we talked about working with styles. If this is something you wanted to apply to your styles, you can very easily do that. So currently, I'm working with this paragraph that happens to be a normal style. Now, everything else is a normal style. So coming back to our lesson about working with styles, would I have to select everything that's connected to this styles to be able to make that normal style be applied? No, I wouldn't, because all I need to do is make a change to the style. Let's go ahead and right-click on normal. I'm going to choose modify, and all I need to do is apply the justified alignment. And you can see here, it's now justified. If we zoom in a little bit, you'll notice it says justified. Let's go ahead and just confirm that. I click on it, and now every single paragraph that has a normal style applied to it is justified. And I agree, that is a nice, cleaner look. Okay, very good. Now let's go ahead and go to part 2 of this lesson, and let's just talk about working with our tabs. Now, in order to work with tabs, I first want to bring up a ruler, okay? Because right now I do not have a ruler on top. Having the ruler on top is just a good rule of thumb, meaning you like to have it there all the time because it is going to give you sort of answers and a little more control of your layout, your margins, your tabs, etc. Let's go ahead and click on the View tab up on top, and then very simply I'm just going to choose Ruler, and now Ruler now appears. Now, if we break down the ruler, you're going to notice there's this little gray area, there's a white area, and then there's the gray area. The gray area here is where the margin begins and ends, and this is the main body of our content, and this is another one right there. So if I wanted to control all this, I can very easily come up to the top and then make some changes to it. But there's an even easier way to do that. I'm going to show you in that a little bit. Okay, but what I want to do now is start working with, let's just say, this up here, like this big empty space. So I really want to make that so it's going to be a little less empty. So if you look on the left-hand side, you'll notice how it goes from white to gray. And if I move my mouse over it, notice I'm going to get this little double-sided white arrow, and I just simply click and drag that up or down. And now you'll see I'm minimizing the top margin. Let's go ahead and come down to the bottom, and I can do the same thing. Let's go down to this one. I click here, and then I want to have a little more space there. And notice that kind of dashed line appears. That's going to allow me to have a margin that's going to be a little bit thinner down below. All right, so this gives you some control when you have those rulers up. Okay, so if you don't see them, just go ahead and click anywhere, and it'll appear on the top and on the bottom. Now, in terms of our general sort of like page layout options, the best way to get to your page layout to make some more kind of specific control and metrics on your document is to go to your page setup dialog box. Now, I'm going to give you a great hot tip on the fastest way to get to the page setup dialog box, and that is to double click on this gray area here. When you double click on it, you're going to see this is now going to pop up right here to my page setup dialog box, and you'll see some of these great options you have for your margins, top left, bottom right, and then you can be very precise with them. Okay, I'm going to go and zoom out again, and I want you to notice here, it's now going to apply it to the whole document, which is so great. So what I'm going to do now is say, hey, listen, you know what, this needs to be exactly 0.3 on the top, and then on the bottom, it's going to also be 0.3, And then my left and right margins are going to be exactly 1 inch. And again, I got here just by simply double clicking on that side part of the ruler, the little gray area. Okay, and this is going to be applied to the whole document. Now, before I click OK, let's go ahead and take a look at this little guy down here where it says set as default. Because if you're planning on using this all the time and you don't want to have to keep changing it, well, you know what? It's going to save these margins, the top, bottom, left, and right, as the default. So every time you start a new document, it is always going to be set to those parameters. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now, beautiful, notice it went for the whole document all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Love that. Okay. Now I wanted to show you that mostly because it can be a little bit difficult kind of getting right into here. Here's a little bit easier, but if I wanted to change the margins here, it'd be a little more difficult. Okay. Now the last part of this discussion, I want to talk about tabs. Okay. Now tabs are an interesting type of tool because tabs can be very simple, or you can potentially use them to be a little bit more precise with how you move all of your content to a very specific place within the ruler. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click right before the place that I'd like to tab. Well, what does that actually mean, tabbing in this case? Well, I'd like to indent it. Now, if I click on this and find the tab key in my keyboard, I want you to notice that went up 1/2 inch. So you can see here, this is 1 inch, this is 2 inches, and in between is 2.5 inches. Go ahead and do this one. Bam, just like that. And then all I'm doing is hitting tab. And again, this is the default, that when you hit tab, it moves that line over 1/2 inch. But what if you didn't want it to be exactly 1/2 inch? What if you wanted to have more specific control over where it went when you hit the tab key? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to our ruler, and I want you to see here, I'm just simply clicking right in between these, right there in the bottom edge of the ruler, and I get this little kind of L shape right there. Well, what that's going to allow me to do is control my tab so it doesn't go over 1/2 inch. So let's go ahead and back out a little bit. And now this time I'm going to hit tab, and then notice it only goes up to that marker. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click and drag that, and then notice how I have all the control in the world. So if I want it to be about that much, just under 1/2 inch, that's where my tab's going to go. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for this one. I'm going to remove this, and now I'm going to go over to here, create that new tab, and then I hit tab, and you see it goes exactly to that spot. So really neat. Now all these things can be controlled and applied and set to your format for your style. So go ahead and try that as well. Now there's a lot more to learn about tabs, but this will get you started to again have some layout control over your alignment and also your typographical elements, as well as how your document is structured as a whole.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.